My name is KeAndrea, and today I'm here to discuss the media versus blacks. The media portrays negative stereotypes in Black America. Some of the images include blacks glamorizing the world of ghetto living, striving only for material possessions, and acting as if being from the violent streets is a privilege. Seeing blacks act in this sort of light can only make other ethnic groups raise an eyebrow whenever they see a well-spoken, educated African American on television. One example of this would be when Vice President Joe Biden, the senator of Philadelphia, who was quoted in reference to Obama. You got the first mainstream African American who was articulate, bright, and clean, and a nice looking guy. That's a storybook man. Now, in today's cases, there are several, if not thousands, of well-educated African Americans, but some of them, especially younger blacks, uphold the negative stereotype either out of pride, laziness, or rebellion. As for television, one show in particular that a lot of us are familiar with that supports the idea that blacks are violent, gun-toting robbers and cold-blooded murderers is The First 48. The First 48 is a documentary television series that airs on A&E and is filmed in various cities in the United States that gives audiences the first look into the lives of real-world homicide investigators.
The show is very biased because it only shows black communities across the nation. It gives the impression that only blacks and Hispanics commit murders and that it is always drug-related. They only focus on areas where the population is 90% people of color. After watching an entire season, one would almost think that there are no Caucasians who commit the same types of crimes in those cities.
In one episode called Bait and Switch, a black guy received life in prison without parole for planning a robbery, while the shooter and murderer, a white man, only received 20 years. The message these types of shows convey is that no matter how hard African Americans try, the bright, non-vicious people will never be praised and that justice rarely works for blacks. In that episode, the African American man was better off pulling the trigger himself. But if the roles were reversed, would he have received the same 20-year sentence as his Caucasian partner in crime?
It is evident that the media portrays negative stereotypes in Black America. Media will always show the sad, horrific, and most dismal news because it means more ratings and downplaying of African Americans. One example of this would be Antoine Dodson, a former resident of Lincoln Park housing projects in Huntsville, Alabama. He was interviewed on July 28, 2010 by NBC affiliate WAFF 48 News after the attempted rape of his sister, Kelly Dodson. Due to his poor grammar and lack of communication skills, the interview became an internet sensation. He released an auto-tuned song of the interview called Bed Intruder Song with the Gregory Brothers. MSNBC reporter Elizabeth Gentile says people have called the newsroom saying interviews with people like Dodson reflects poorly on the community. Dodson has received much backlash for turning this hard news story into a joke.
Blacks will continue to be stereotyped when a great majority continue to live above and overlook their racist, ignorant ways. The only way blacks will overcome and escape the stereotypical portrayal the media displays is by avoiding the participation of negativity that goes on in their communities. Thank you.